Step into the mysteries of the quantum law, where science meets spirit to unveil the profound truth. Reality bends to your thoughts. This audiobook will guide you to harness the energy within you, transforming your life from the inside out. The universe is waiting. Will you awaken to its call? The Quantum Law. Introduction. In the depths of your being lies a truth so vast it transcends the boundaries of conventional understanding. The quantum law, an eternal force that binds all creation, flows through every moment, every breath, every heartbeat of existence. This sacred knowledge, preserved through ages untold, now beckons you to step beyond the veil of ordinary perception. Within these pages unfolds a wisdom that has guided mystics, sages, and masters throughout time. The universe, in its infinite intelligence, operates through precise and unchanging principles. These principles respond not to what your eyes perceive or your hands touch, but to the silent whispers of your consciousness, your thoughts, emotions, and the very essence of your being. As you journey deeper into this ancient understanding, you will discover that reality is not fixed, but fluid, not solid, but wave-like, dancing to the rhythm of your inner world. The quantum law reveals that you are not merely an observer of life's grand tapestry, you are its weaver. Your consciousness, like a master artist's brush, paints the canvas of existence with every choice, every belief, and every intention. This knowledge has remained hidden not because it was meant to be secret, but because humanity needed to evolve to grasp its profound simplicity. Now, as you stand at this sacred threshold, the universe conspires to reveal its most treasured mysteries. The walls between the physical and spiritual realms begin to dissolve, showing you that they were never separate, only perceived as such through the lens of limited awareness. The power you hold is beyond measure. Your thoughts ripple through the quantum field, creating waves of possibility that shape your reality. Every moment holds the potential for transformation. Every breath carries the seeds of creation. The universe responds not to what you say or do, but to the energy you emanate, the invisible force of your consciousness reaching into the infinite. Part 1. Awakening to Quantum Truths. Chapter 1. The Invisible Thread. In the ancient lands of the East, there lived a wanderer named Amir who traveled from village to village, seeking truth in the whispers of the wind. One moonlit night, he stumbled upon a cave where time seemed to stand still. There, bathed in an otherworldly glow, stood a magnificent loom unlike any he had ever seen. Its threads shimmered with living light, stretching infinitely in all directions. As Amir approached, he noticed that each thread pulsed with its own rhythm, yet moved in perfect harmony with all others. When he gently touched one strand, countless others vibrated in response. Through this sacred loom, Amir witnessed the truth. Every being, every moment, every breath was woven into a single, living tapestry. This eternal truth lies at the heart of the quantum law. The universe is not a collection of separate parts, but a unified field of conscious energy. Each thought you think, each feeling you feel, ripples through this invisible fabric that connects all life. The boundaries you perceive between yourself and others are like lines drawn on the surface of an ocean. They exist only in appearance, while beneath flows one continuous body of water. Science has begun to glimpse what the ancient masters always knew. At the quantum level, separation does not exist. When two particles interact, they remain forever connected, instantaneously affecting each other across any distance. This quantum entanglement mirrors the greater truth. All of creation is entangled in an eternal dance of energy and consciousness. In the mountains of Tibet, a wise woman named Ming lived in solitude, keeping alive the sacred knowledge of interconnection. One day, a young seeker named Jin climbed the treacherous path to her dwelling. "Show me the truth of existence," he pleaded. Without speaking, Ming picked up a small stone and dropped it into a still pool of water. Jin watched as ripples spread outward in perfect circles. "See how the ripples touch every shore?" Ming spoke softly. "So too does every thought, every action, every intention touch all of life. Nothing exists in isolation. The anger you hold affects not only you, but all beings. The love you give transforms not just one heart, but the entire field of consciousness." This timeless teaching speaks directly to your own experience. Every choice you make sends ripples through the quantum field. When you judge another, you judge yourself. When you heal yourself, you contribute to the healing of all. Your consciousness is not confined within your body. It extends throughout the infinite web of creation, touching and transforming everything it encounters. The practice of quantum connection. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Visualize yourself as a luminous thread in an infinite web of light. Feel how your energy extends in all directions, connecting you to every person, every place, every moment. Allow yourself to experience the truth that you are not separate, but part of the living tapestry of existence. Let this awareness guide your thoughts, words, and actions, knowing that everything you do affects the whole. Chapter 2. You are the Watcher. In a forgotten corner of an ancient city, there stood a temple with a peculiar chamber known as the Room of Shifting Shadows. A traveler named Kai, drawn by tales of its mysteries, ventured inside. The room appeared empty at first, but as Kai's eyes adjusted to the dim light, something extraordinary began to unfold. Wherever Kai's gaze fell, objects materialized from the shadows. A jade vase, a golden lamp, a crystal sphere. Yet when attention shifted elsewhere, these objects faded back into nothingness. It was as if reality itself danced to the rhythm of observation. This chamber holds a fundamental truth of existence. The power of attention shapes the very fabric of reality. Just as quantum particles exist in multiple states until observed, the infinite possibilities of your life remain fluid until focused upon by your consciousness. Your attention acts as a beam of light in a vast, dark room. Whatever falls within its illumination becomes your experienced reality. This is not mere metaphor, but the deepest law of creation. The universe responds to your focus with unerring precision, manifesting those things upon which you consistently dwell. In a distant valley lived a sculptor named Amara, who possessed an extraordinary gift. Unlike other artists who carved away stone to reveal their vision, Amara would sit in silence before formless clay, focusing her complete attention upon the image in her mind. Those who watched claimed the clay seemed to reshape itself beneath her unwavering gaze, as if her attention alone could call forth form from formlessness. The secret, Amara would say, lies not in the hands, but in the mind's eye. What we steadily observe, we bring into being. This truth mirrors your own creative power. Like Amara before her clay, you stand before the formless potential of each moment. Your sustained attention acts as the chisel that shapes experience from possibility. When you focus on lack, lack manifests. When you direct your attention to abundance, abundance grows. The observer effect is not limited to quantum particles. It is the very mechanism by which you create your life. The practice of conscious observation. Select one aspect of your life you wish to transform. For 7 consecutive days, direct focused, positive attention to this area. Notice the qualities you wish to enhance or manifest. Watch with curiosity as your sustained observation begins to shape new patterns in the fabric of your experience. Like the objects in the room of shifting shadows, that which you consistently observe will emerge with greater clarity and substance in your life. Chapter 3: Thoughts as Frequencies. In the mountains of the East lived a musician named Lin, whose melodies were beautiful but somehow incomplete. One night, as she played beneath the stars, an ancient melody carried on the wind caught her attention. It was unlike anything she had heard, a perfect harmony that seemed to resonate with the very pulse of creation. Night after night, Lin returned to the mountaintop, listening intently to this celestial music. Gradually, she learned to tune her instrument not to conventional scales, but to the vibrations of the universe itself. As she mastered this art, her music began to transform the world around her. Flowers bloomed out of season, healing rains fell in times of drought, and hearts found peace in troubled times. This truth extends beyond music. Every thought you hold creates a specific vibration in the quantum field. Like strings on an instrument, your thoughts resonate at particular frequencies, attracting experiences that match their tone. When you maintain thoughts of joy, abundance, and love, you naturally draw similar energies into your life. The quantum field responds to the quality of your mental frequencies with perfect precision. It knows no difference between a thought born of habit and one chosen with intention. It simply matches like with like, amplifying whatever signal you transmit. In a fertile valley dwelt a farmer named Chen, who understood this principle in his own way. While other farmers scattered seeds hastily, Chen took time each morning to hold each seed with reverence, infusing them with thoughts of vigorous growth and abundant harvest. Season after season, his crops flourished beyond explanation, even in years when others struggled. The secret, Chen would say, lies not in the soil, but in the intention. Every seed contains infinite potential, waiting to resonate with the farmer's vision. Your thoughts are like Chen's seeds. Each one contains the blueprint for manifestation. The quality of your mental harvest depends on what you plant in the fertile soil of consciousness. When you cultivate thoughts aligned with your desires, you create a resonant field that attracts their physical manifestation. Sacred practice of vibrational alignment. Choose a quiet moment each day for 5 minutes of focused resonance. Select one empowering thought that aligns with your deepest desires. Let this thought fill your entire being, feeling its vibration in every cell. Like Lin tuning her instrument to the celestial symphony, allow your consciousness to harmonize completely with this chosen frequency. Chapter 4: The Mirror of the Universe. In the bustling markets of an ancient city, a merchant named Kamal searched endlessly for the rarest treasures to fill his shop. One evening, following whispers of a mysterious artifact, he found himself in a peculiar hall lined with mirrors of varying shapes and sizes. As he moved through the space, each mirror showed him a different version of himself, some wealthy and proud, others humble and content. At first, Kamal frowned at these reflections, disturbed by their variations. To his surprise, every mirror instantly displayed his frown, multiplied 100-fold. Struck by this revelation, he experimented with a slight smile, and the hall immediately filled with images of joy. In that moment, he understood. He wasn't seeing mere reflections, but the very nature of reality itself. The universe operates as an infinite hall of mirrors, reflecting back the energy you project into it. Every experience you encounter serves as a mirror, revealing the thoughts and beliefs you hold within. When you approach life with fear, the world appears threatening. When you radiate love, you find yourself surrounded by loving experiences. This mirror principle extends beyond mere coincidence. It is a fundamental law of consciousness. Your external reality forms an exact reflection of your internal state, showing you with perfect clarity what you truly believe about yourself and the world. Along a mountain path walked a traveler named Maya, who had lost her way in dense fog. As darkness fell, she discovered a still pool of water. Peering into its surface, she saw not just her reflection, but also the stars above, showing her true direction. By following this reflection of the heavens, she found her path home. Like Maya's pool, your life circumstances reflect deeper truths about your inner journey. Every challenge presents an opportunity to examine what beliefs or thoughts might be creating that experience. Every joy points to internal harmonies you've cultivated. Sacred mirror practice. Take your journal and write about one situation in your current life that feels out of alignment with your desires. Examine it as if looking into a mirror. What might this circumstance be reflecting about your inner world? Write freely about what beliefs or thoughts could be creating this reflection, and explore what inner shift might transform the outer experience. Chapter 5. Timeless Creation. In a sun-dappled studio tucked away in a timeless valley, there lived an artist named Sophia. Each morning she would sit before her canvas, paintbrush poised, waiting for inspiration. Yet whenever she focused on completing her work by sunset, her paintings remained lifeless, mere shadows of what she envisioned. One dawn, absorbed in the play of light through her window, Sophia forgot about time entirely. Her brush moved as if guided by an unseen hand, and to her amazement, the flowers she painted began to sway in an invisible breeze. The birds took flight from her canvas, their songs filling the air. The quantum field exists beyond the constraints of time as you know it. Like Sophia's magical paintings, all possibilities exist simultaneously in an eternal present moment. When you step out of linear thinking, you enter this realm where past, present, and future merge into one infinite now. Your power to create lies in this timeless space. Here, what you perceive as future possibilities already exist, waiting to be brought into your experience through aligned consciousness. Time is simply the way your mind organizes these infinite possibilities into a sequence you can comprehend. In a distant valley, a gardener named Chen planted his seeds without marking his calendar. Unlike other gardeners who anxiously counted days until harvest, Chen simply tended his garden with joy, knowing that each plant would bloom in its perfect moment. His garden flourished more abundantly than any other, for he had aligned himself with nature's timeless rhythm. Chen's approach mirrors the wisdom of quantum creation. When you release your attachment to when and how your desires must manifest, you allow the infinite intelligence of the universe to orchestrate the perfect unfolding of events. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed and gently close your eyes. Take 3 deep, conscious breaths, allowing each exhale to carry away your attachment to time and schedules. With each breath, feel yourself stepping beyond the linear world into a sacred realm where past, present, and future exist as one infinite moment. Here, in this boundless space, your desired reality already flourishes in its complete and perfect form. Don't strain to understand the mechanics of manifestation or calculate when your desire will appear in physical form. Simply rest in the profound knowing that in the quantum field of infinite possibilities, Your wish is already fulfilled. Feel the peace of this timeless awareness flowing through your being, knowing that what you seek is seeking you. Maintain this state of divine connection and timeless presence for as long as it feels natural and nourishing to your soul. Chapter 6: The Power of Feeling. In a village renowned for its ceramics lived a potter named Maya. While other artisans created functional pieces, Maya's vessels seemed to radiate an inexplicable warmth. Those who drank from her cup spoke of feeling uplifted, and plants flourished extraordinarily in her vases. The secret lay not in her technique, but in her heart. As Maya shaped each piece, she infused it with the pure joy she felt while creating. Her hands moved with love, her smile reflected in the gleaming surfaces of her work. Soon people noticed that water stored in her vessels tasted sweeter, and flowers lasted longer in her vases. Your emotions are the language of the quantum field. Like Maya's pottery, everything you create carries the energetic imprint of your feelings. When you align your emotional state with your desires, you send a clear signal to the universe, activating the manifestation process with unprecedented power. Think of your feelings as the quantum catalyst that transforms possibility into reality. Joy, gratitude, and love are the highest frequencies you can emit, and the universe responds in kind. Your emotional state determines the quality of your creations, just as Maya's love determined the quality of her pottery. In the heart of a vast desert, a merchant named Rashid had wandered for days, his water supply dwindling. Instead of surrendering to despair, he closed his eyes and imagined the cool relief of an oasis. He felt the refreshing water on his parched lips, experienced the shade of palm trees, and allowed genuine gratitude to fill his heart for these blessings, even before they materialized. As he opened his eyes, he noticed a cluster of birds flying in formation. Following their path, he discovered the very oasis he had felt so vividly in his imagination. His emotional alignment had guided him to his salvation. Your feelings are your internal guidance system, showing you when you're in harmony with your desires. When you feel joy, appreciation, or excitement about a goal, you're aligned with its manifestation. Conversely, doubt, worry, or frustration signal misalignment. Find a peaceful moment each day to practice this ancient art of emotional alignment. Choose one desire close to your heart and imagine it as already fulfilled. Allow genuine gratitude to well up within you for this blessing. Feel the joy of possession, the peace of accomplishment, the excitement of realization. Let these emotions fill every cell of your being until they feel as real as the chair you're sitting in. Maintain this practice daily, knowing that your feelings are creating ripples in the quantum field, drawing your desire into physical form. Chapter 7: The Ripple Effect. At dawn's first light, a wise woman named Amara visited a crystal-clear mountain lake. In her hand, she held a single smooth pebble. With intention, she dropped it into the still waters. The ripples began small, barely disturbing the surface, yet they grew steadily outward, touching every shore of the lake. The quantum field responds to even the smallest vibrations of your energy. Like Amara's pebble, creating expanding circles in the lake, your tiniest aligned thought or action sets in motion waves of transformation that reach far beyond their humble beginning. Each moment holds the seed of significant change. When you shift your energy, even slightly, toward what you desire, the universe begins its intricate dance of rearrangement. These subtle alignments, maintained consistently, gather momentum in the quantum field until they manifest as visible change in your physical reality. Consider the persistent mountain stream that, over time, carves mighty canyons. It is not through one dramatic action, but through countless small movements, each aligned with its natural flow. In a dense forest lived a small sparrow named Luna. While other birds sought grand branches for their nests, Luna gathered one tiny twig at a time. Each morning, she would select a single perfect piece, carefully weaving it into her creation. Other birds mocked her slow progress, but Luna remained steady in her purpose. As days passed, her modest efforts accumulated into the most sturdy and beautiful nest in the forest, crafted with patience and precision. Your journey of manifestation follows the same principle. Each small step you take toward your desire, when infused with intention and alignment, contributes to the greater whole. The quantum field honors these consistent micro-alignments, weaving them into the fabric of your reality. For your daily practice, choose one small action that moves you toward your greatest desire. It need not be grand or dramatic. Like Luna's twigs or Amara's pebble, its power lies in its alignment rather than its size. Perform this action with full presence, knowing that its effects ripple outward through the quantum field, creating waves of transformation that touch every aspect of your life. Chapter 8: The Sacred Pause. In the heart of an ancient forest, a sage named Rumi sought refuge from the clamor of the world. Each dawn, he would sit beneath a towering oak, letting the morning mist settle around him. As the forest awakened, he remained still, becoming one with the silence. In this quietude, the mysteries of life unveiled themselves, whispering secrets that could only be heard when the mind grew silent. The quantum field speaks in the language of stillness. When you quiet the endless chatter of thoughts, you enter a sacred space where universal wisdom flows freely. Like a lake's surface becoming mirror smooth, your consciousness reflects truth most clearly when undisturbed by ripples of mental activity. In stillness, you access the infinite intelligence that orchestrates galaxies and guides the growth of flowers. This vast wisdom already exists within you, yet it cannot be heard above the noise of daily life. Through practice silence, you tune into frequencies beyond ordinary perception, receiving guidance that transcends logical understanding. Your thoughts and desires already influence the quantum field, but in stillness, you gain the clarity to align them with higher purpose. Just as a compass needle settles only when held steady, your inner guidance becomes reliable only in the absence of movement. Along the ancient trade routes sailed Thomas, a master navigator who had lost his way in a violent storm. As chaos reigned around him, he remembered the wisdom passed down through generations. Only in stillness could the stars be seen. Thomas ordered his crew to drop anchor and wait. When the waves calmed, the night sky revealed itself in perfect clarity, showing him the way home. Like Thomas reading the stars, your path becomes clear when you cultivate inner stillness. The quantum field's messages arrive as subtle intuitions, gentle knowings, and peaceful certainty, but only when you create space to receive them. For your practice, find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed, perhaps a secluded corner of your home or a peaceful spot in nature. Sit comfortably with your spine straight but relaxed, and gently close your eyes. For 5 minutes, focus solely on your breath and your presence in this moment. Feeling the steady rhythm of your inhales and exhales anchor you to the now. When thoughts arise, as they naturally will, acknowledge them gently without judgment and return to the silence like waves settling back into the vast ocean. In this sacred stillness, you open yourself to the quantum field's infinite wisdom and guidance, becoming a clear channel for universal truth to flow through you. This simple yet profound practice creates the space for divine inspiration to emerge, Chapter 9. Beyond Belief. In a garden filled with fragrant blossoms, a magnificent golden bird lived in an ornate cage. Though its wings sparkled with the colors of dawn, it never attempted to fly beyond its gilded prison. One morning, an old woman approached and spoke softly. "The door has always been unlocked." The bird, startled by this revelation, noticed for the first time that the latch holding its cage shut was on the inside. With trembling feet, it approached the door it had never questioned, pushed it open, and soared into the endless sky. Like this bird, you live within the cage of your beliefs. These invisible barriers appear solid and unchangeable, yet they exist only in your mind. The quantum field responds not to what is possible, but to what you believe is possible. Your thoughts form the blueprints of your reality, and your beliefs determine the boundaries of your experience. When you accept a limitation as truth, the quantum field manifests experiences that confirm this belief. If you believe success is difficult, you attract circumstances that prove your assumption. If you believe abundance flows easily, the universe reveals endless opportunities. Your beliefs act as filters through which you perceive and create your reality. In the mountains of the East lived Zhang, a builder known for his conventional designs. For years, he followed the traditional rules of architecture until a dream showed him buildings that defied gravity, structures that danced with light and flowed like water. At first, he dismissed these visions as impossible, but the dreams persisted. Gradually, Zhang began to question the limitations he had accepted as truth. As his mind opened to new possibilities, his designs transformed, creating spaces that merged earth and sky in ways never before imagined. Zhang's journey mirrors your own potential for transformation. Every time you question a limiting belief, you unlock a door to new possibilities. The barriers you perceive as solid walls are merely thoughts repeated until they felt like truth. Yet in the quantum field, all possibilities exist simultaneously, waiting for your belief to bring them into form. For your practice, take a moment to write down one belief that has limited your growth or happiness. Examine its origins. Was it inherited from others, or born from past experiences? Now craft an empowering belief that aligns with your highest potential. For example, if your limiting belief is, "I'm not creative enough to succeed," your new belief might be, "My unique creativity flows freely, bringing value to everything I do." Write this new belief on a card and carry it with you. Each morning and evening, read it aloud with conviction, feeling its truth in your heart. Watch as the quantum field responds to your expanded vision of what's possible. Chapter 10. The Quantum Awakening. In a sun-dappled meadow, a young child named Arya sat playing with fallen leaves. As she arranged them in patterns, something magical began to unfold. The leaves transformed into tiny boats sailing across seas of grass, then into brilliant butterflies taking flight. With each imagined scene, the meadow seemed to shimmer, responding to her creative vision. In that moment, Arya discovered that her imagination held the power to reshape her world. You possess this same creative force that Arya discovered. Within you lies the ability to shape reality through your conscious awareness. The quantum field responds to your every thought, feeling, and intention, making you an active participant in the creation of your experience. This power does not require special tools or complex rituals. It requires only your awakened awareness. When you truly understand that you are not merely observing reality but creating it, everything changes. Your thoughts become more deliberate, your feelings more focused, and your intentions more precise. Like an artist selecting colors for a masterpiece, you begin to choose the energetic frequencies you emit into the universe. In the ancient city of Ur, an apprentice alchemist named Kamal studied under a wise master. Each day, Kamal attempted to transform base metals into gold, failing repeatedly. His master watched silently until one day he said, "The transformation you seek happens first within." Kamal began to understand that his doubt and frustration were affecting the elements he worked with. As he learned to maintain a state of confident expectation, the metals began to respond differently to his touch. His greatest discovery was not in the transformation of metals, but in realizing his own transformative power. Just as Kamal discovered his influence over the elements, you are discovering your influence over the fabric of reality. Every moment presents an opportunity to consciously direct your creative power. When you wake to this truth, you move from being a passive observer to an active participant in the unfolding of your life. Your daily practice. Upon waking each morning, stand before a mirror and speak this affirmation with conviction. I am the conscious creator of my reality, and I choose to create with wisdom and love. Let these words resonate through your being, acknowledging the sacred responsibility and infinite potential of your creative power. Part 2. Aligning with the quantum flow. Chapter 11. The Quantum Shift. In a distant mountain valley where ancient wisdom whispered through the winds, a magnificent phoenix lived for countless cycles of death and rebirth. One particular transformation stood apart from all others. As flames consumed its form, the phoenix remained conscious through its dissolution, aware of every sensation. Instead of fighting the fire, it embraced the burning, aligning its essence with the transformative power. When it rose again, its feathers shimmered with unprecedented radiance, for it had discovered that conscious participation in change amplifies its power. Awareness serves as the first light of dawn, but transformation requires more than mere recognition of what is. The universe responds not to passive knowing, but to active alignment. Your thoughts, feelings, and actions must harmonize like instruments in an orchestra, each playing its part in perfect rhythm with your intentions. The quantum field mirrors back exactly what you project, not just your thoughts, but the sum total of your energetic signature. When you align your awareness with deliberate action, you create a clear channel for manifestation. Every choice becomes a brushstroke on the canvas of reality. Every thought a seed planted in the garden of possibility. In a fertile valley, a gardener named Maya tended her crops with loving care. When a fierce storm devastated her fields, she did not merely observe the damage. Instead, she studied the patterns of destruction, noting how certain areas had remained protected. As she replanted, Maya aligned each row with the natural flow of wind and water. She adjusted her timing to the rhythm of the seasons and tended her plants with renewed understanding. Her next harvest proved more abundant than any before, for she had learned to transform awareness into aligned action. This wisdom applies to your own journey of transformation. It is not enough to recognize patterns that no longer serve you. You must actively realign your energy with your desired reality. Each moment offers an opportunity to shift from unconscious reaction to conscious creation. When you notice yourself falling into old patterns, pause, feel the power of choice coursing through you, then with deliberate intention, choose actions that align with your highest vision. Your practice for transformation. For the next 7 days, observe one habitual thought or action that misaligns with your desires. Replace it immediately with an action that resonates with your intended reality. For example, if you notice yourself saying, "I can't afford this," pause and shift to an aligned action. Write down 3 ways you can create value for others today. Track how this conscious realignment affects your energy and your results. Chapter 12, Energy Flows Where Attention Goes. In the mountains of the east lived an archer named Kai, whose arrows never found their mark despite years of practice. One evening, as frustration clouded his mind, an old master appeared and watched his scattered attempts. "Your arrows fly where your thoughts scatter," the master observed. "Empty your mind of all but the target." For 40 days, the master taught Kai to release his concerns about technique, his fears of failure, and his dreams of glory. On the final day, as dawn painted the sky, Kai drew his bow. In that moment, the target became his entire world. No past, no future, only perfect unity with his aim. The arrow flew true, splitting the morning air with newfound purpose. Your attention holds the same power as Kai's arrow. The universe responds not to scattered wishes, but to focused intention. When you disperse your energy across countless desires, you dilute its power. But when you concentrate your thoughts with unwavering precision, you activate the quantum field's infinite potential. Through this focused awareness, you align with the natural laws of creation. Like a magnifying glass concentrating sunlight, your attention amplifies the vibration of whatever it touches. This is why masters of manifestation guard their thoughts as precious treasures, directing them solely toward their chosen aims. Along a treacherous coastline stood a lighthouse, its beam cutting through the darkest storms. The keeper, Adelaide, discovered that only by maintaining the light's perfect focus could she guide ships to safety. When the lens grew dusty or misaligned, ships would lose their way. She learned that clarity of purpose, like clarity of light, required constant vigilance. Just as Adelaide's lighthouse beam created a path through darkness, your focused attention carves a channel through the quantum field. Every thought illuminates a potential reality. Where you place your attention, energy flows. What you focus on consistently grows inevitably. Look at your own life. Notice where your thoughts naturally drift. These patterns reveal the reality you're currently manifesting. Are you focusing on what you want or what you fear? Are you directing your energy toward your desires or dispersing it across endless distractions? Ancient practice for focused manifestation. Each morning, before the world's demands intrude, sit in perfect stillness. Choose one specific desire, be precise in its details. For 5 minutes, hold this vision with unwavering focus. See it, feel it, know it as if it already exists. Let all other thoughts fall away until only your chosen reality remains. This practice, maintained with discipline, aligns your energy with the exact frequency of your desire. Chapter 13. Rewriting Your Quantum Code. In a candlelit chamber, a scribe named Thaddeus discovered ancient scrolls filled with wisdom. As he began transcribing them, he noticed errors that had been copied through generations, distorting the original truth. With each careful correction, the text's power grew stronger, its meaning clearer, until the wisdom shone with renewed brilliance. Your subconscious mind holds similar scrolls of belief written in early childhood and copied through years of experience. Like Thaddeus, you possess the power to examine these inner writings and correct what no longer serves your highest truth. The subconscious operates as a quantum blueprint, continuously projecting its patterns into your physical reality. Every thought, belief, and memory stored within its depths shapes the matrix of your experience. Yet unlike a stone tablet, this blueprint remains fluid, ready to be rewritten with conscious intention. Think of your subconscious as a garden where seeds of thought have grown into forests of belief. Some trees bear fruit of abundance, while others cast shadows of limitation. Your task is not to fight against these deeply rooted patterns, but to nurture new growth alongside them until the old naturally falls away. In a sun-dappled studio, a sculptor named Maya worked on her masterpiece. Rather than forcing the stone into submission, she listened to its natural grain, allowing its inherent beauty to guide her hands. Day by day, she removed what didn't belong, revealing the perfection hidden within. Your work with the subconscious mind requires similar patience and artistry. Like Maya, you must learn to recognize the difference between what is essential and what can be released. Each limiting belief, once identified, can be gently reshaped into an empowering truth. This journey mirrors Maya's artistic process. It's not about forcing change, but about revealing the inherent wisdom and power that already exists within you. Your subconscious holds infinite potential, waiting to be awakened through conscious direction. Like the sculptor who sees the masterpiece within the raw stone, you possess the ability to recognize and nurture the dormant talents and possibilities that lie beneath the surface of your awareness. Each step forward in understanding yourself brings new revelations, uncovering layers of wisdom that have always been there, patiently waiting for your discovery. Sacred practice of belief transformation. Take a quiet moment to examine your inner landscape. Write down one belief that no longer aligns with your highest vision. Create a new affirmation that embodies the truth you wish to manifest. For the next 21 days, repeat this affirmation with feeling and conviction, allowing it to sink deeply into your subconscious mind. This practice aligns your inner blueprint with your conscious desires, creating lasting transformation in the quantum field. Chapter 14, The Dance of Polarity. In an ancient temple, two dancers moved in perfect synchronicity. Arya embodied light, her movements flowing like morning rays, while Nyx expressed shadow, dancing with the grace of twilight. As they wove through space, their apparent opposition created a mesmerizing wholeness, each enhancing the other's beauty. The universe operates through this same divine dance of polarities. Every experience contains within it the seeds of its opposite, just as day holds the promise of night, and winter carries spring's whisper. This natural law reveals that resistance to any aspect of life creates discord, while embracement leads to harmony. Your journey through life mirrors this eternal dance. Each desire you hold contains its shadow, the fear of its absence. Each challenge carries its gift, the wisdom of overcoming. When you understand this truth, you cease struggling against life's natural rhythms and begin flowing with its currents. In the heart of a mountain village, a blacksmith named Kairos mastered the art of transformation through balance. His forge required both fierce fire and cooling water, elements that seemed to oppose each other. Yet in his skilled hands, these forces worked together, transforming raw metal into objects of beauty and purpose. Through years of practice, Kairos learned that creation emerges not from dominance of one force over another, but from their harmonious interaction. Like the blacksmith's craft, your life gains strength through the integration of opposing forces. Joy becomes deeper through knowing sorrow. Courage grows meaningful through facing fear. Success tastes sweeter through learning from failure. When you embrace both aspects of any experience, you discover the hidden gifts within every challenge. This wisdom teaches that true power lies not in eliminating darkness, but in dancing with it, not in avoiding challenges, but in finding their purpose. Each difficulty you face serves as a teacher, offering lessons that light alone could never provide. By accepting both sides of life's coin, you align with the natural flow of the universe. Sacred practice of polarity, integration. Find a quiet space where you can reflect undisturbed. Think of one challenge currently present in your life. On a piece of paper, write down what this experience has taught you, acknowledging its role in your growth. Allow yourself to see how this apparent obstacle has strengthened you, shaped you, or guided you toward greater understanding. Embrace it as an essential part of your journey, knowing that within its darkness lies a seed of light. Chapter 15, The Collapse of Limitation. A weary traveler named Rayan approached an ancient gateway, its stone archway weathered by countless seasons. Though the path ahead appeared clear, an invisible force prevented passage. For days, Rayan pushed against this unseen barrier, muscles straining, determination unwavering. Yet the more force applied, the more solid the resistance became. Exhausted and frustrated, Rayan finally sat in quiet contemplation. In that moment of stillness, a whisper of wisdom emerged. What you resist persists. Taking a deep breath, Rayan released all effort, surrendering to the present moment. As tension melted away, the invisible wall dissolved like morning mist, revealing the path beyond. The quantum field responds not to force but to alignment. When you push against life's challenges, you create an equal and opposite resistance. This resistance manifests as stress, struggle, and stagnation. Yet the moment you release your grip on how things should be, you allow the natural flow of universal energy to move through you. Fear, doubt, and limiting beliefs act as invisible barriers in your quantum reality. These thought patterns create resistance that prevents the free flow of abundance and possibility. Like a dam blocking a river's natural course, they restrict the movement of energy in your life. The key to dissolving these barriers lies not in fighting them, but in recognizing and releasing them. In a distant valley, a gentle stream encountered a massive boulder blocking its path. Year after year, the water flowed around and over the stone, never forcing, never rushing, yet never ceasing. Through patient persistence and natural movement, the stream gradually carved a pathway through the rock. The water's strength came not from violent force, but from consistent flow and surrender to its nature. This stream reveals the wisdom of working with resistance rather than against it. When you encounter obstacles in your path, remember that struggle only reinforces their presence. Instead, allow yourself to flow like water, persistent yet yielding, determined yet flexible. Trust that the quantum field naturally supports your journey when you align with its flow. Your resistance often signals areas where healing and growth await. Each barrier you encounter invites you to examine what beliefs or fears create that obstruction. By bringing awareness to these patterns without judgment, you begin the process of dissolving them. Sacred practice of resistance release. Find a quiet place and close your eyes. Breathe deeply and imagine any resistance in your life as a dense mist before you. With each breath, watch this mist grow thinner and lighter. Feel yourself becoming one with the natural flow of life as the morning sun of awareness dissolves all barriers. Maintain this visualization for 5 minutes, allowing all resistance to gently fade away. Chapter 16. The Law of Resonance. In a grand concert hall, chaos reigned as musicians played discordant notes, each lost in their own rhythm. Among them stood Ming, holding a simple tuning fork. As discord filled the air, Ming struck the fork against a wooden surface, producing a pure, clear tone. One by one, the instruments began to align with this singular note, their frequencies adjusting naturally until the entire orchestra resonated in perfect harmony. Within the quantum field, you are both musician and tuning fork. Your vibration, composed of thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, creates a resonant frequency that draws similar energies toward you. Like attracts like, not through effort or force, but through natural energetic alignment. Every desire you hold exists as a specific frequency in the universe. To manifest these desires, you must first match their vibration. When you embody the feeling of abundance, you become a magnet for prosperity. When you radiate love, you attract loving relationships. This is the law of resonance at work. Your current circumstances reflect the frequency you've been broadcasting. If you find yourself surrounded by lack, examine the scarcity beliefs vibrating within. If you experience constant conflict, look to the discord in your own energy field. High in the mountains, a nightingale named Luna sought her perfect mate. Rather than searching frantically through the forest, she perched on the highest branch and began to sing. Her song carried the exact frequency of the love she desired, pure, joyful, and true. Days passed as she continued her melody, unwavering in her certainty. Then one evening, an answering song echoed through the valley, her mate drawn by the resonance of her authentic expression. Luna's story mirrors the art of manifestation. Instead of chasing your desires, you must become their living embodiment. Your energy must sing the song of what you wish to attract. This requires more than mere words or actions. It demands energetic alignment at the deepest level. The universe responds not to what you want, but to what you are. When you vibrate at the frequency of your desires, you become an irresistible force of attraction. Like the tuning fork bringing harmony to chaos, your aligned energy creates ripples of manifestation throughout the quantum field. Create a personal mantra that captures the essence of your deepest desire. Throughout the day, repeat this mantra while feeling the emotion of your desire fulfilled. Let each repetition tune your energy to the frequency of manifestation. For example, if seeking abundance, your mantra might be, "I am abundance flowing freely." Speak it with conviction, feeling wealth flowing through every cell of your being. Chapter 17, When the Impossible Happens. In the mists of dawn, Raven stood at the base of Mount Celestial, a peak no one in his village had ever conquered. For years, the mountain's shadow had loomed over their valley, its summit perpetually shrouded in clouds. While others spoke of its impossibility, Raven felt a stirring in his soul, a knowing that transcended logic. Each step upward challenged not just his body but his beliefs about what was possible. As he climbed higher, the familiar world fell away. Near the summit, faced with a seemingly impassable wall, Raven closed his eyes and breathed deeply. In that moment of surrender, he discovered handholds that had been invisible before. When he finally reached the peak, he realized the mountain had not changed. He had. Within the quantum field, extraordinary leaps await those who dare to transcend their perceived limitations. These quantum jumps occur not through gradual progression, but through sudden shifts in consciousness, like particles that disappear from one energy level and instantly appear at another without traveling the space between. You too can transcend linear evolution. The key lies in aligning your energy with the reality you wish to experience before any external evidence appears. This requires absolute trust in the unseen and unwavering faith in your infinite potential. When you release attachment to how things have always been, you create space for miraculous transformations. Deep in an ancient forest, a caterpillar named Arya spent countless days inching along branches, believing this was all life could offer. Yet something within urged her toward metamorphosis. In her chrysalis, Arya surrendered to complete dissolution, trusting the wisdom of transformation. When she emerged as a butterfly, the shift was not gradual. It was complete and irreversible. Your quantum leap awaits in the space between who you've been and who you're becoming. Like Arya, you must trust the process of transformation, even when it requires letting go of everything familiar. The butterfly doesn't learn to fly gradually. It emerges with wings fully formed, ready to soar. Choose one area where you've been playing small, perhaps in your career, relationships, creative expression, or spiritual growth. Look deeply into that space where you've held yourself back, where you've dimmed your light out of fear or habit. Identify a single bold action that would represent your quantum leap, something that stretches beyond your comfort zone, but fills you with exciting energy. This could be reaching out to a mentor you admire, sharing your art publicly for the first time, or speaking your truth in a relationship. Now, take that action immediately, no matter how small it may seem. Don't wait for perfect conditions or divine permission. The universe responds to decisive movement, not hesitation. Remember, the size of the step matters less than the energy behind it. A small action taken with complete conviction carries more transformative power than grand gestures made half-heartedly. Let this action be your declaration to the universe that you're ready for transformation. Like the butterfly emerging from its chrysalis, make this moment your point of no return. Chapter 18. Messages from the Universe. Along the ancient Silk Road, May wandered through markets and temples, searching for meaning in her journey. One morning, as sunlight pierced through temple windows, she noticed a peculiar jade stone glowing at her feet. Following an inexplicable urge, she picked it up. Moments later, another stone caught her eye, then another, forming a trail that led her through winding alleys to a hidden courtyard where an old manuscript lay waiting, the very wisdom she had been seeking all along. In the quantum field, nothing occurs by chance. Every moment unfolds in perfect orchestration, weaving a tapestry of meaningful coincidences that guide you toward your highest path. These synchronicities serve as sacred messages from the universe, confirming your alignment and illuminating the way forward. When you tune into this field of infinite intelligence, life begins to flow with remarkable precision. Chance meetings become divine appointments. Random occurrences reveal themselves as carefully arranged stepping stones. The universe speaks through repeated numbers, meaningful songs, overheard conversations, and encounters that cannot be explained by logic alone. In a distant village, young Lee spent his days listening to the wind. While others heard only rushing air, he discovered messages carried on the breeze, whispers that led him to heal the sick, find lost children, and bring rain to parched fields. The villagers called it magic, but Lee knew he had simply learned to trust the language of the universe. These synchronized moments appear most frequently when you release rigid expectations and remain open to guidance in unexpected forms. They often arrive precisely when needed, though their significance may only become clear in retrospect. Like Lee, your task is not to force understanding, but to remain receptive to the subtle signs that surround you. The universe constantly offers guidance through this sacred language of synchronicity. Each meaningful coincidence serves as confirmation that you walk in harmony with divine timing. When you notice these patterns, acknowledge them as touchstones of alignment, breadcrumbs leading you toward your highest good. Begin tracking the synchronicities that appear in your daily life. Keep a small journal by your bedside and record any meaningful coincidences, repeated patterns, or unusual occurrences that catch your attention. Note the time, date, and circumstances surrounding each event along with your initial feelings and intuitive responses. Pay special attention to recurring numbers, chance encounters, or seemingly random alignments that feel significant. At week's end, review your notes and reflect on possible messages or guidance hidden within these cosmic winks from the universe. Look for connecting threads between separate incidents and contemplate how they might relate to questions or challenges currently present in your life. Remember, the meaning may not be immediately apparent. Trust that understanding will unfold in perfect timing. Like seeds planted in fertile soil, these synchronistic moments will bloom into profound insights when the conditions are right. Chapter 19: The Inner and Outer Quantum Loop. In a forgotten valley, a master craftsman named Renzo spent his days forging circles of pure metal. While others created serviceable rings and hoops, Renzo sought something deeper, the perfect circle that would mirror the harmony of the universe itself. Day after day, he worked not just with his hands, but with his entire being. He discovered that only when his breath, thoughts, and movements aligned could he create a circle of true perfection. The outer world reflects your inner state with unwavering precision. Like a mirror showing every detail of your face, reality manifests the exact frequency of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. This alignment operates as an infinite loop. Your internal state shapes external circumstances, which in turn influence your inner world. When you understand this sacred dance between inner and outer realms, you gain the power to transform both simultaneously. Your thoughts become the seeds, your emotions the water, and your actions the sunlight that brings forth the garden of your desires. In the highlands, a farmer named Anna knew this truth well. While others focused solely on tending their crops, she understood that the harvest depended on more than just the soil. Each morning, she would stand in her fields, aligning her energy with the sky above and the earth below. She spoke to her plants with love, watched the weather with patience, and moved through her daily tasks with intentional grace. Her crops flourished not just because of her physical labor, but because she had mastered the art of harmonizing her inner state with her outer work. This wisdom applies to every aspect of your existence. When your thoughts, emotions, and actions align, you create a resonance that attracts corresponding experiences. Like Anna's abundant harvest, your reality becomes a reflection of your internal harmony. True alignment requires both inner cultivation and outer expression. Your thoughts must match your words must match your actions, and your actions must spring from authentic intention. This creates a powerful flow where inner and outer realms support and strengthen each other. Select one desire you hold in your heart. Take a moment to align your thoughts and feelings with this intention, allowing yourself to fully embody the energy of what you seek. Then, choose one physical action that expresses this aligned state and perform it with complete presence and purpose. Notice how this harmony between inner and outer creates a sense of flow and rightness in your being. Chapter 20: The Practice of Embodiment. In a secluded monastery high in the mountains, an apprentice named Jen studied the ancient art of transformation. While other students memorized scrolls and recited wisdom, Jen understood that true mastery required living the teachings in every breath. Each morning he would rise before dawn, not because it was required, but because his inner rhythm called him to greet the sun. Every task, from sweeping the courtyard to preparing herbs, became an opportunity to practice presence and alignment. The path of quantum alchemy demands more than knowledge. It requires the complete integration of wisdom into your very being. When you embody the principles of conscious creation, Your presence alone becomes a catalyst for transformation. Your thoughts, feelings, and actions merge into a singular force that shapes reality with grace and power. Like the apprentice who becomes the master, you must move beyond merely understanding these teachings to living them fully. Each moment offers an opportunity to align your energy with the quantum field, to create from a place of wholeness and truth. In a distant village lived a woman named Maya who had mastered the art of sharing light. She kept a single candle burning in her window, and as travelers passed, she would light their candles from her flame. Soon the entire village glowed with lights that had originated from her single flame. Yet Maya knew the true power lay not in the physical fire, but in the way she embodied the light itself, through her kindness, her presence, and her unwavering connection to Source. This story mirrors your own potential to transform reality through embodied alignment. As you integrate these teachings into your daily life, your presence naturally uplifts and transforms those around you. Like Maya's candle, your aligned energy ignites the potential in others. The quantum alchemist within you awakens when you choose to live these principles rather than simply understand them. Your thoughts become more than mental exercises. They become the foundation of your reality. Your emotions transform from passive responses into conscious creative forces. Your actions flow naturally from this aligned state, carrying the power to reshape the world around you. Choose one full day to live as though your deepest desire has already manifested. Move through each moment embodying the energy, confidence, and gratitude of someone who has received their heart's calling. Let every action, word, and thought reflect this reality. Notice how this complete alignment shifts not only your inner state, but the world around you. From the moment you wake, carry yourself with the quiet certainty of one who knows their dreams are fulfilled. Speak with the authority of someone who has transcended doubt. Smile with the joy of achievement, and interact with others from a place of abundance rather than need. As you maintain this state throughout the day, observe how circumstances naturally bend to match your elevated vibration, and how synchronicities begin to multiply around you. Part 3. Mastery of the Quantum Law. Chapter 21. Becoming the Architect of Reality. In the ancient city of Ur, a master builder named Rashad was renowned for creating structures of breathtaking beauty. Yet his greatest lesson came not from the stones he shaped, but from a dream that visited him one moonlit night. In this vision, he saw himself designing not with tools, but with pure thought. Each building emerged first in his mind's eye, perfect in every detail, before taking form in the physical world. Upon waking, Rashad began to practice this new approach. Before touching a single stone, he would sit in silence, holding the complete vision of his creation in his consciousness. As he mastered this technique, his buildings seemed to arise effortlessly, as though the stones themselves knew where to rest. The quantum field responds to your clear intentions with the same precision. Like Rashad, you possess the power to shape reality through conscious creation. This requires more than casual wishing. It demands the cultivation of crystal-clear vision and unwavering focus. When you align your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs with your desired creation, you establish a template in the quantum field. This template acts as a blueprint, drawing to it the energies and circumstances needed for manifestation. Your role as a quantum creator is to maintain this vision with such clarity that the universe cannot help but respond. In a distant valley, there lived an artist named May who transformed blank canvases into windows to other worlds. Unlike other painters who began with rough sketches, May would sit before her canvas in complete stillness, eyes closed until she could feel her painting living within her. Only then would she lift her brush, allowing the image to flow through her onto the canvas. Her method appeared strange to others, but they could not deny the power of her finished works. Each painting seemed to pulse with life, capturing not just the appearance of things, but their very essence. When asked about her technique, May would smile and say, "I do not paint what I see. I paint what I have become." This truth extends to every aspect of your life. Whatever you wish to create must first come alive within you. Your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs must align with your vision until you vibrate in harmony with it. Like May, you must become one with your creation before it can manifest in physical form. To begin your journey as a conscious creator, take time now to write a detailed vision for one area of your life. Move beyond surface desires to touch the essence of what you wish to create. Feel the emotions this reality would bring, experience the sensations, and allow yourself to merge with this vision completely. Write with such clarity that anyone reading your words would see and feel exactly what you intend to manifest. Chapter 22. The Field of Infinite Possibilities. In the ancient city of Alexandria, a wanderer named Karim discovered a hidden doorway leading to a vast library. Unlike ordinary libraries, this one contained countless volumes of a single story, his own life. Each book showed a different path his journey could take, branching into infinite possibilities. As Karim opened the first book, he saw himself as he was. The second showed him as a great merchant, the third as a wise teacher. Each volume revealed another version of his existence, some grand, others humble, all equally real in their potential. The quantum field mirrors this infinite library of possibility. Within its boundless expanse lies every conceivable version of your life, waiting to be activated by your conscious choice and focused intention. These possibilities exist not as mere fantasies, but as living potentials, each one as real as the life you currently experience. In the depths of the South Seas, a pearl diver named Luna discovered this truth in her own way. Each day, she ventured deeper into the ocean's embrace, past the point where others turned back. Fear whispered in her ears, urging her to remain in shallow waters, yet something within her knew that the rarest treasures lay in the depths below. One day, gathering her courage, Luna dove deeper than ever before. In the profound darkness, she found not just pearls, but an entire bed of precious stones that generations of fearful divers had missed. Her willingness to move beyond limitation revealed abundance beyond imagination. Like Luna, you stand at the edge of vast potential. The quantum field holds treasures beyond your current vision, waiting for you to claim them. Your only limitation is your willingness to dive deep, to reach beyond the boundaries of what seems possible. Your mind may create artificial limits, drawing lines in the infinite and saying, "This far, no further." Yet these boundaries exist only in thought. The quantum field knows no such restrictions. It responds to your deepest intentions, matching the scope of your vision with equal possibility. To step into this limitless potential, release the need to know how your desires will manifest. The quantum field operates beyond the linear logic of cause and effect. Like Karim in the infinite library, allow yourself to explore the full spectrum of possibility without judgment or limitation. Each day, find a quiet moment to imagine yourself stepping into the most expansive vision of your life. Let go of how this vision might come to pass. Simply allow yourself to feel the freedom, joy, and power of living without self-imposed limits. Let this expanded state become your new normal, knowing the quantum field will respond to match your elevated vision. Chapter 23. Your Quantum Blueprint. In a distant workshop filled with curious inventions, Thaddeus spent countless hours hunched over his workbench. Unlike other inventors who rushed to build their creations, he understood the power of precise planning. Before touching a single tool, he would spend days crafting detailed blueprints, knowing that clarity of vision preceded physical manifestation. One day, while designing his most ambitious creation, a device to harness the energy of light itself, Thaddeus discovered something extraordinary. As he refined each detail of his blueprint, the actual components began appearing in his workshop, drawn to him through mysterious circumstances. A rare crystal arrived as a gift from a traveling merchant. A unique metal alloy was uncovered in his garden. The universe itself seemed to respond to the clarity of his vision. The quantum field operates in much the same way. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions serve as the blueprint for your reality. When these elements align with precision and purpose, the universe conspires to bring your vision into form. Like Thaddeus's careful planning, your clear intention sets the foundation for manifestation. Consider the tale of Elena, a navigator who dreamed of crossing an unmapped ocean. Rather than setting sail blindly, she first created detailed charts of her intended journey. She studied the stars, marked the currents, and noted the prevailing winds. Though the waters were unknown, her thorough preparation guided her safely to distant shores. Your journey through the quantum field requires similar preparation. Each thought forms a coordinate on your map. Every emotion adds depth and direction to your course. Your actions become the wind in your sails, propelling you toward your destination. To design your highest reality, begin with absolute clarity. See your desired outcome in vivid detail, feeling its reality in every cell of your being. Like Thaddeus with his blueprints, or Elena with her charts, leave no detail to chance. The quantum field responds to precision and purpose. Align your emotional state with your vision. If you seek abundance, cultivate the feeling of wealth flowing through your life. If you desire love, embody the energy of deep connection. Your emotions act as the magnetic force that draws your vision into reality. Finally, take inspired action that mirrors your blueprint. Let each step flow naturally from your aligned state of being. The quantum field recognizes and responds to this harmony between thought, feeling, and action. In the silence of dawn or dusk, when the veil between worlds grows thin, create your quantum map. On a clean sheet of paper, write your primary intention at the center, letting the words flow from your deepest truth. Around it, list the key emotions you'll cultivate to magnetize this reality. Joy, gratitude, peace, or whatever resonates with your vision. Finally, add the inspired actions that naturally arise from this aligned state, the steps that feel effortless when you're in harmony with your purpose. Keep this map where you can see it daily, perhaps on your altar or meditation space, allowing it to guide your journey through the quantum field. Let it serve as both compass and mirror, reflecting back to you the reality you're calling forth from the infinite possibilities that surround you. Chapter 24. The Power of Allowing. In a fertile valley where the mountains touched the clouds, lived Nathaniel, a farmer renowned for his abundant harvests. While other farmers anxiously watched their fields day and night, Nathaniel worked with serene confidence, understanding the sacred dance between seed and soil, rain and sun. One season, as drought threatened the region, The other farmers frantically dug irrigation channels and erected elaborate watering systems. But Nathaniel simply planted his seeds with intention, blessed the earth, and waited. "The rain will come," he would say, "just as it always has." His neighbors called him foolish, yet he remained steadfast in his trust. The quantum field operates with this same divine intelligence. Like seeds planted in fertile soil, your desires need space to germinate and grow. When you plant your intentions with clarity and then step back, allowing the universe to orchestrate the perfect conditions, you align with the natural flow of creation. Along the ancient trade route sailed Mira, whose vessel moved in perfect harmony with the winds. Unlike other captains who fought against the currents, she learned to read the subtle signs of the sea. When storms approached, she adjusted her sails rather than attempting to force her way through. Her acceptance of nature's rhythm always guided her safely to harbor. This wisdom applies to your journey of manifestation. Release the need to control every detail of how your desires will manifest. Instead, like Mira, learn to read the signs and adjust your course while maintaining trust in your destination. The quantum field responds not to force but to alignment. When you release resistance and trust the process, you open yourself to receive in ways far greater than your limited perspective could imagine. Your role is to maintain clear intention while surrendering attachment to the path. Think of your desires as messages sent into the universe. Once released, they travel through the quantum field, attracting the perfect circumstances, people, and opportunities for their manifestation. Your trust in this process actually accelerates its unfolding. The practice of allowing requires courage. Courage to release control, courage to trust the unseen, courage to believe in perfect timing. Each evening, as the day's light fades, sit quietly and identify one area of your life where you've been forcing outcomes. Feel the relief as you release this burden to the wisdom of the universe, knowing that all unfolds in divine order. Chapter 25, Quantum Healing. In a village between mountains and sea lived Amara, a wise woman known for her ability to restore balance through the ancient arts. The villagers sought her wisdom when their wells ran dry and their hearths grew cold, creating discord throughout their once harmonious community. Amara observed how the village had grown polarized. Some homes overflowed with water, while others blazed with uncontrolled fire. She understood that true healing required bringing these opposing forces into harmony. Through sacred ritual and deep understanding of natural law, she guided the villagers to redistribute their resources, teaching them that balance was the key to wholeness. The quantum field operates as this same balancing force in your life. When you experience discord, whether physical, emotional, or spiritual, it signals an energy that seeks equilibrium. By aligning with the quantum field's natural healing frequency, you activate its restorative power. Just as energy cannot be destroyed, only transformed, every challenge contains within it the seed of healing. Your role is to open yourself to this transformative power, allowing the quantum field to restore harmony where imbalance once existed. Deep in an ancient forest, a great fire once swept through, leaving ash and desolation in its wake. Yet beneath the scorched earth, new life stirred. First came the tender shoots of pioneer plants, then saplings emerged from seeds awakened by the fire's heat. Within seasons, the forest pulsed with renewed vitality, demonstrating nature's inherent drive toward wholeness. This forest's regeneration mirrors your own capacity for renewal. The quantum field contains the blueprint of perfect health and harmony. When you align with this frequency, healing flows naturally, like water finding its level. Your body, mind, and spirit constantly seek balance through the quantum field. Every cell vibrates with this intelligence, knowing exactly how to return to its original state of wholeness. By consciously connecting with this field, you amplify its healing power. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed, perhaps a secluded corner or peaceful room where you can fully surrender to this practice. Close your eyes and breathe deeply, allowing each breath to carry you deeper into relaxation. Imagine pure golden light flowing from the quantum field into your crown chakra, like a waterfall of divine healing energy cascading from above. Let this healing light cascade through your body, dissolving tension, releasing blocks, and restoring balance to every aspect of your being. Feel it cleansing each cell, each organ, each energy center, washing away discord and replacing it with perfect harmony. Allow this light to flow until you sense a deep state of harmony and wholeness, knowing that you are connecting directly with the universal intelligence that sustains all life. Stay with this sensation as long as feels right, basking in the radiant glow of quantum healing. Chapter 26. Infinite Alignment. In a grand concert hall, Sophia sat before her violin, surrounded by fellow musicians. Unlike others who followed the conductor's lead, she learned to attune herself to the music's inherent rhythm. As the symphony began, she discovered that true harmony emerged not from forcing notes, but from becoming one with the orchestra's natural flow. Through countless performances, Sophia mastered the art of staying in perfect resonance. She understood that harmony wasn't achieved through occasional practice, but through moment-to-moment awareness of the collective symphony. Your journey in the quantum field mirrors this musical truth. Alignment isn't a destination, but a continuous dance with universal energy. Each moment offers an opportunity to tune your vibration to the frequency of your desires and the natural flow of life. Just as a musician must maintain their instrument's pitch, you must regularly adjust your energy to stay in harmony with the quantum field. This requires awareness of your thoughts, emotions, and actions, the instruments through which you create your reality. In a distant valley, Thomas tended his garden with unwavering dedication. Each morning, he walked among his plants, noticing which needed water, which required pruning, and which thrived with minimal attention. He understood that a flourishing garden demanded daily care rather than sporadic effort. Some days, Thomas found only wilted leaves to remove. Other days, he celebrated blooming flowers. Yet he knew each task, however small, contributed to the garden's overall vitality. Through seasons of drought and abundance, his consistent presence maintained the garden's harmony. Your alignment with the quantum field requires similar dedication. Like Thomas's garden, your energy field needs regular tending. Small daily adjustments prevent major disruptions and maintain your connection to universal flow. The practice of staying aligned begins with recognizing that each day brings new opportunities for attunement. Just as Sophia listened anew to each performance, and Thomas approached his garden with fresh eyes each morning, you must remain present to the subtle shifts in your energetic alignment. As the sun rises, find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Begin by taking 3 deep breaths, centering yourself in the present moment. Place one hand on your heart and one hand on your solar plexus. Feel the rhythm of your breath syncing with the universal pulse. Speak these words with conviction. I align myself with the infinite wisdom of the quantum field. My energy flows in perfect harmony with universal truth. Spend several minutes in this state of conscious connection, allowing your vibration to naturally attune to the frequency of your highest good. Chapter 27. Manifestation is a state of being. In the heart of an ancient valley, a river wound its way through the landscape, carrying life-giving waters to all it touched. Without effort or strain, it flowed naturally, creating abundance wherever its waters reached. Trees grew taller along its banks, flowers bloomed in brilliant colors, and creatures gathered to drink from its crystal depths. The river never questioned its purpose or forced its flow. It simply was, and in that being, it fulfilled its highest calling. This truth echoes through the quantum field. Manifestation flows not from endless doing, but from authentic being. When you align with the natural state of abundance, you become like the river, effortlessly attracting and creating prosperity in all forms. The quantum field responds not to what you do, but to who you are. Your energetic signature, the combination of your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, creates a vibrational current that draws experiences matching your inner state. Just as the river doesn't strain to nourish life, you need not strain to manifest your desires. In a distant mountain village, an elder named Ming carried a simple lantern through the darkened streets each evening. As he walked, his light attracted weary travelers seeking shelter, children playing in the twilight, and neighbors gathering to share stories. Ming never sought to guide others. His presence naturally illuminated the way. Those who followed his light found themselves drawn into circles of warmth and connection. Ming's lantern became known not just for its physical light, but for the gathering of joy it inspired. He understood that by simply being a source of light, he created a field of attraction that brought blessings to all. Your role in the quantum field mirrors Ming's lantern. When you embody the energy of what you desire, be it abundance, love, or joy, you become a natural attractor for those experiences. There's no need to chase or grasp. Your aligned presence becomes a beacon, drawing to you that which matches your vibration. Living in quantum flow means releasing the struggle of constant doing and settling into the power of being. Like the river that nourishes without effort and the lantern that illuminates without trying, your natural state of alignment creates ripples of manifestation throughout your reality. Find a peaceful moment in your day, a sacred space where you can commune with your innermost truth. Close your eyes and ask yourself, what energy would I naturally embody if my desires were already fulfilled? Feel this energy in every cell of your body, letting it ripple through you like waves on a crystalline lake. Notice how your posture shifts, how your breath changes, how your heart opens to receive the abundance that surrounds you. Let this vibration become your natural state of being, your default resonance with the universe. Throughout your day, return to this embodied state as often as you can, letting it inform your interactions, choices, and presence in the world. With each return to this frequency, you strengthen your connection to the quantum field of infinite possibility, becoming an ever brighter beacon for your desires. Chapter 28. The Quantum Path of Least Resistance. In the heart of the mountains, a pristine stream emerged from an ancient spring. Day after day, it wound its way through valleys and meadows, never once questioning its path or forcing its flow. When it encountered obstacles, it simply found natural openings or carved new channels, always moving in harmony with the land rather than fighting against it. The stream's journey mirrors the quantum truth of effortless success. Just as water follows its natural course to the vast ocean, your path to achievement unfolds with grace when you align with the universal flow rather than resist it. In the quantum field, effort does not equal success. Instead, success emerges from perfect alignment, a state where your energy matches your intentions, and your actions arise naturally from inner guidance. When you release the need to control every outcome, you tap into a deeper wisdom that knows the most direct path to your desires. The universe operates through the principle of least action. Like water finding the most efficient route downhill, your success flows most freely when you follow the path of least resistance. This doesn't mean avoiding challenges, rather it means responding to them with fluidity instead of force. High above the mountain peaks, a golden eagle rode the thermal currents with barely a flutter of its wings. It didn't fight the wind or strain against the air. Instead, it read the invisible patterns of the sky, adjusting its position slightly to catch the rising currents that carried it effortlessly to its destination. The eagle understood instinctively what many spend lifetimes learning, that success comes not from constant struggle, but from aligning with natural forces. When it needed to descend, it didn't fight gravity, but worked in harmony with it. When it needed to rise, it didn't exhaust itself with endless flapping, but found the upward currents that would lift it higher. Your journey through life can mirror this same effortless mastery. When you learn to read the subtle signals of the quantum field, you discover that success often requires less effort than you imagine. The key lies not in forcing your way forward, but in recognizing and flowing with the currents of opportunity that naturally support your growth. Take a moment now to sit in stillness, letting your breath settle into a natural rhythm. Bring to mind one area of your life where you feel stuck, or where you've been pushing too hard, perhaps a relationship, a career goal, or a personal aspiration that seems to resist your efforts. On a piece of paper, write down this situation in detail, expressing both your current frustration and your deepest wishes for resolution. Then close your eyes and imagine yourself as that stream or that eagle. What would it feel like to approach this challenge with the same natural ease? How might you move differently through this situation if you trusted in the flow of life? Listen deeply to your intuition, allowing wisdom to arise from within, and write down one action you can take that feels aligned and effortless, one that flows with the current rather than against it. Remember, sometimes the gentlest path forward is the most powerful one. Chapter 29. The Divine Frequency. In a small village among rolling hills, a young girl named Maya awakened each morning with wonder in her heart. While other children complained about their simple lives, Maya saw magic everywhere. She thanked the morning sun for its warmth, the trees for their shade, and even the smallest pebbles for making her path interesting. As Maya expressed gratitude for everything she encountered, something extraordinary began to unfold. The flowers in her garden grew twice as tall, the fruit on her family's trees grew sweeter, and even the village well seemed to overflow with crystal-clear water. Her appreciation created a ripple of abundance that touched everyone around her. Gratitude holds the power to transform your reality at the quantum level. When you cultivate genuine appreciation, you align with the highest vibrational frequency in the universe, the frequency of pure love and abundance. This alignment opens channels through which more blessings can flow into your life. Each moment of gratitude creates an energetic signature that attracts similar experiences. Like a magnet drawing forth more reasons to be thankful, your appreciation multiplies what you already have. This is not mere positive thinking. It is a fundamental law of energy and consciousness. Along an ancient trade route, a merchant named Kamal discovered this truth through his own journey. Unlike his fellow travelers who focused on the hardships of the road, Kamal gave thanks for every experience. He expressed gratitude for the challenging mountain passes that made him stronger, the desert winds that cooled his brow, and even the empty marketplaces that taught him patience. As Kamal continued his practice of appreciation, remarkable coincidences began to occur. Strangers offered him shelter just before storms. New opportunities appeared in seemingly barren towns, his goods multiplied through unexpected trades. Through gratitude, he had unknowingly tapped into the abundant flow of the universe. Your own life holds countless opportunities for appreciation. Each breath, each moment, each experience, whether perceived as positive or negative, offers a chance to align with this transformative force. When you shift your attention from what's missing to what's present, you activate a quantum field of infinite possibility. Find a special notebook or journal that resonates with you, perhaps one bound in leather, adorned with meaningful symbols, or simply one whose color brings you joy. Each day, preferably at sunrise or sunset when the veils between the physical and spiritual realms are thinnest, write down 3 specific things for which you feel genuine gratitude. Let your appreciation flow naturally, focusing on both simple pleasures and profound blessings, from the warmth of morning sunlight on your face to the unexpected kindness of a stranger. Feel the emotion of thankfulness as you write, allowing it to fill your entire being like golden light spreading through every cell. This practice, when done with sincere devotion, becomes a sacred ritual that gradually transforms your perception of reality and opens channels of abundance in your life. Chapter 30, The Infinite You. In the heart of an ancient temple, a star named Astra flickered in the night sky, feeling small and isolated. Night after night, Astra watched the world below, until one evening, a profound realization dawned. As Astra's light merged with the cosmic dance of countless other stars, it understood it was not just a single point of light, but an integral part of the infinite tapestry of existence. This eternal truth beckons to you now. You are not separate from the quantum field. You are the field expressing itself in human form. Every breath you take is the universe breathing through you. Every thought you think ripples through the cosmic consciousness that permeates all existence. The mastery of the quantum law is not a destination, but an eternal dance of awareness. As you align with this truth, you naturally emanate the frequency of abundance, love, and infinite possibility. Your presence becomes a blessing to all you encounter, not through effort, but through being. In a distant monastery, there lived a sage named Rumi who had discovered this sacred truth. Those who sought his wisdom found him surrounded by an aura of peace so tangible it transformed their troubles into tranquility. Though he lived simply, abundance flowed effortlessly through his life. Gardens flourished in his presence, and even in times of drought, his well never ran dry. When asked about his secret, Rumi would smile and say, "I have no secret. I have simply remembered what I am, a wave in the infinite ocean of consciousness." How can a wave lack anything when it is one with the entire ocean? The quantum field flows through you as surely as it flows through the stars and sages. Your journey through these teachings has prepared you to embrace this ultimate truth. Every challenge you've faced, every insight you've gained, has led you to this moment of recognition. To embody this wisdom, find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and allow your breath to become slow and steady. Imagine your body filling with golden light, expanding beyond your physical form. Feel yourself becoming pure, radiant energy, merging with the infinite field of possibility that surrounds you. Let your light touch everything, every person, every situation, every corner of creation. You are not creating this connection. You are simply recognizing what has always been true. Conclusion. The wisdom you've uncovered in these pages is not meant to sit idle like ancient scrolls gathering dust. It lives and breathes through your conscious choices, through every moment you align with the quantum field's infinite potential. As you close this book, remember that true mastery of the quantum law unfolds naturally, like a flower opening to the sun. Each chapter has offered you a key, the key of awareness, of conscious creation, of trust in the universal flow. These keys are now yours to use, not just occasionally, but in every breath of your existence. You've learned that your thoughts shape reality, that your emotions amplify your intentions, and that your focused attention directs the flow of universal energy. Yet knowing these principles is merely the first light of dawn. Living them transforms your entire experience of reality. The quantum field responds not to what you know, but to who you become. Let each day be an opportunity to embody these truths more fully. When challenges arise, see them as invitations to deepen your practice. When synchronicities appear, recognize them as confirmations of your alignment. Your journey continues beyond these pages. The same force that guides planets in their orbits now flows through your conscious awareness. You are both the creator and the creation, the observer and the observed, the question and the answer. This understanding is not meant to burden you with responsibility, but to free you into the joy of conscious creation. You need not strain to make things happen. Instead, allow yourself to be carried by the quantum current, trusting that your aligned intentions naturally manifest in divine timing. Each morning brings a fresh canvas for your creations. Each interaction offers a chance to radiate your inner light. Each challenge presents an opportunity to choose trust over fear, alignment over resistance. The power you hold is not separate from the power that moves mountains and ignites stars. It is the same force, expressing itself uniquely through your being. As you step forward from these teachings, carry this truth in your heart. You are not learning to create. You are remembering that you have always been a creator. If you enjoyed this exclusive audiobook, I handpicked this next book which will change your life.